Ah, there we go. Ron will get us all magicked up here. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. He's pushing me. He's pushing me. The rest of you are, just kicking in. So absolutely no spam for tonight. I'm a complete mess. I came running in. No metal shirt because I came straight from work. But as soon as you guys can hear me, let me know once you're on Discord and you can see hair's a mess. I'm technically in professional mode today. So let me know how that goes. Once you guys can hear me and everything sounds good and you're happy, there you go. You can hear me. Hi. Super late. I got spam. Oh, you secretly spammed. You secretly spammed. All right. So let me, good. You streamed to my key. Oh no. So, hey, hi. I didn't tweet or anything, and I'm debating whether I will or not because, yeah, tonight was kind of a quasi clown world. Oh my goodness, because Ron was here. So, yeah, you're late. I'm late. Don't even worry about it. My time changed. Oh my gosh, Sim Girl, I'm so happy to see you. So, it didn't necessarily change. It is because I'm on a side of the world that observes DST. That's daylight savings time, or as I like to call it, dumpster fire savings time. I know, but I have to tweet. Hey, Mariano. Hi, everybody jumping in. So this is great that you guys are here tonight because I want to test some stuff. Now, there's a couple different things that we have to check. Number one is the YouTube working? I spent all week trying to figure out and reconnect the YouTube chat. It may or may not be working. I put my camera in a new place. So, if you're watching the live stream, it looks the same, but it's actually connected a little differently. I'll show you guys my desktop at some point, like the way things are set up. I'm almost completely done. So anyways, long day, wild times, and I have a couple different options for music for you guys depending on what it is that you want to do. I will try and make you happy. Viking Adventure and I were talking earlier because he discovered a sneaky thing. He saw me listening to Spotify and planning the show ahead of time and thought he would bounce on in and started listening. So some of the things that I'm thinking of for tonight, I have two options. And you guys let me know what you think. One option is really light, and this is sort of what he was choosing and what I was thinking, is some really light, bright, progressive kind of stuff. And so when we say that, it's very much kind of like almost... I hesitate to say elevator music because then everybody will be like, no, don't do it. But progressive, it's often instrumental, lots of guitar solos, cool gent, really beautiful stuff, really kind of light and upbeat. So that might be a fun thing to do tonight, given that everything is wild and the entire world doesn't make sense. Or we can go the other direction, which is I prepped most of a playlist that is kind of a mixed bag. It's a little bit of everything, some heavy, some not. I look really pretty today. Oh, thank you. Well, because like I said, I came from work, so I technically am still wearing jeans because it was like my casual day today. But I am just wearing a wool shirt. You guys don't see me in like clothing that fits a lot of the time. I'm usually wearing like men's men's metal shirts, and I usually don't have I've pulled my hair back from after work and stuff. This is what I look like in the real world when I'm being professional. So, take it as you will. So, I see somebody's watching on Twitch. First thing we're going to do is we're going to double check that all the Twitch streams work. Now, for those of you who come, one of the funniest things that always happens that I still have not fucking figured out is I have this chat overlay that happens as part of my restreaming service. They give me a chat overlay. And one of the weirdest things that I haven't figured out yet is this fucking chat goes a mile a minute. It looks like it's hooked up to the right Twitch stream, but it might not be, and I really don't fucking know. There, I see people already. There's the guest, and it's... So, I mean, I might be the world's worst DJ. It's entirely possible. I probably am the world's worst DJ. That's, fair. To be quite honest. And also, wool is so itchy. You know what? It's not. If you buy good wool, if you buy, locally made, sustainably sourced, whatever wool. But I mean, I live in Canadian winters, or when I'm hiking or whatever, I live in wool. You need wool in your life. You do. If Aggie wasn't a DJ, you'd have a point. I don't know what the point is, to be quite fair. Twitch chat. All right, see, you're a Twitch chat. Now, you don't show up on this overlay. I'm thinking I might put it up on the screen because everybody thinks I'm a fucking crazy person. I see some Valen guy is like a bunch of emojis. There's a ton of emoji faces. What is happening? And YouTube doesn't bridge. But I see a YouTube chat connection here. So you know what? Whatever. I haven't figured it out yet. I will figure it out. Yeah, artisanal sheep. The sheep are actually bespoke. All right? There's nothing going on in my Twitch. But there is. Guys, I swear to God, let me put this up on the screen right now. You all think I'm fucking crazy, but I'm going to show you. We're going to change the overlay. Yes, MSP Waves is working great. Since we're not really doing a great show tonight, and it'll pick up after, I'll show you guys. But let me show you the fuckery right now. Because I can see that technically no one is watching on the Vim stream on MSP Waves. Nobody is watching on my Vim stream. Basically, without me telling people, nobody comes. It's so strange. It's cause and effect. But let me show you guys, because you think I'm fucking crazy. And, YouTube should be able to be seen on there. So try the YouTube again. Here's a guy, he's making like fucking tentacle emojis. You guys, I feel insane. I feel completely insane. All right, let's test this out. I'm going to put it up on the overlay right now. Let's fucking do this. Let's do a window capture. Let's go crazy chat is what I'll call it. We'll create a new one. There it is. Okay, I'm putting it up on the screen. Now you guys can see it. I've moved it on the screen. I don't know what it is. And we'll watch it and we'll see what happens. And then you guys could tell me what you fucking think. So I've moved it onto the screen a bit. There we go. Just listening on the Discord is totally fine, and we are going to play some music, and yes, metal does fix this. So I haven't eaten all day, so during the music, I'm going to eat a chocolate bar. I'm going to open a package, I'm going to whatever. So let's come back around. Now that I've put the crazy chat on the screen, whatever. Whatever the fuck that is, you guys can pick what you want. So let me hop back in over to the regular chat and yeah, so there, you've got stream chat, Twitch chat is there, YouTube doesn't bridge. Wait a second, what is happening? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to look at all these images. For those of you guys who are joining, my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. I swear to God, sometimes I actually do play music and entertain you. So you have two options tonight. Like I said, you got light, bright, progressive music. Some of it's a little spookier. Most of it isn't. Or your other option is a mixed bag of a little bit of everything. So what are you guys feeling like? What is it that will make you happy in the pants region? And also, I didn't account for this because I'm wearing black. The lighting is really having an issue. So it's looking really bright tonight. So you guys just gonna have to wear your shades. I see people are hopping into the Twitch. And the other thing we're gonna have to do is I am going to kindly ask you guys, instrumental, mixed bag, play clutch. Oh God. Okay, let's go with the prog tonight. More Tool. You're a Tool. Then a bit more. Yeah, you know what? I could do Tool in small doses. How about that? I could do Tool in small doses. And Tool would technically maybe fit with tonight's playlist. So we'll figure it out. Look at these people going vloggle, 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 vloggle on my chat. Where are these people? Where are these people? Yes, Dream Theater is definitely in this style of playlist, for sure. I love how Johnny always is like, he knows I played Tool for them because you never played them. Good, then you don't need any more Tool. Done deal. Fucking deal with it, frankly, in all honesty. I was gonna say, I love you guys very much, but please do fucking remember that I play what I want. And the more you ask me for something, or the more you like try to get me to play something, that is pretty much the guaranteed way to get me to never fucking play it. Especially when you demand something, you'll never get it. That's how it's gonna be. So just keep it in mind, all right? So if you're watching the video, here is, please help me figure out the Twitch mystery. That is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to figure out this fucking Twitch mystery, because if you look on the screen right now, something that's not screaming. Yeah, that's perfect. I could do that. Marco. We'll do the Prague playlist tonight. So here's the deal. Help me figure out the Twitch mystery. Where are these random chatters coming from? What stream are they coming from? How? Are they bots? Are they filtered out? Don't take off your sweater. Well, I'm not wearing a sweater, so I won't, sir. Although I actually may change my shirt, because it's weird. It feels weird. So help me figure out the fucking chat mystery. The weird, crazy chat that's just like going apeshit in the corner. You're capturing a stream that's not yours. That's impossible, Ron, because the capture that is done is actually done as part of the OAuth process. So it's actually an authentication login token that creates that. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not like I accidentally typed in Crimsonclad and got another different fucking chat event thing. I couldn't tell you. I don't know why it is, and it'll probably continue. So, take from that what you will. The only reason that I have this chat up is because it is one that has consistently worked for YouTube comments. And so I always put it where I can see it, because then, I at least know you poor YouTube friends. It's not impossible, because the chat you see doesn't exist on your Twitch page. Yeah, no, I know. I guess that's my point, is I cannot for the life of me figure this out. And it isn't an event. So that's problematic. So I'm stumped, friends. I'm stumped. So let's do, it could be a caster problem, and I'm going to have to try and track it down. That's fine. You know what? If nothing else, at least YouTube works. At least fucking YouTube works, right? I'm not going to tweet, but we will do kind of this progressive playlist tonight. If you guys want to art along with me or whatever, we can do that. I'm thinking I'm going to sketch, or we're going to hang out, we're going to talk. There has been some fun Photoshop stuff that I want to show you guys that's been really popular for over the week. Hi to everybody who's joining in. Welcome to Crim is Late, and everybody wishes it was Ron and Ced's stream. Hey, Schmoogle, good to see you, man. Because I am now casting out from Vim, and I try and keep an eye on Schmoogle when he's out and doing his streaming thing. I'm following him there. But he doesn't show up on either of my Vim counters, so maybe he's just saying hi without watching. We'll never know. Okay, so let's jump into this playlist, because I have had it for quite a while. I have been building it on and off since probably the end of 2019, and I've just kind of been sitting on it. And so a lot of the stuff in tonight's playlist is very much gent and prog and some post-rock. There are a lot of really cool, fun guitar solos, and everything kind of has an upbeat melody. Oh, there, now it's showing up. She's had it. She won't take it anymore. Something like that. So let me dive in. Let me put this track on. Let me switch into a t-shirt. And then we'll come back and we'll chat a little bit more about what you guys want to do tonight, because it's going to be obviously just a super cozy, comfy, friendo chill and chat kind of night. I'll find the dog, because that's the only reason people come to the stream, and we'll go from there. But I think we should all do some arting and things like that. And Clay just pointed out that Doge has gone up to 4 cents. I sold at 3.5, which is why it's gone up. So there you go. That's $150 profit that I've lost today. We could talk a little bit about stonks. We could talk about the ridiculousness. We can have some fun. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Tonight will be a little less force. Definitely still full. And hopefully I'll find something that you enjoy. So I always start with probably who I think of as sort of the encapsulation of this genre. Hey, Solo, such wow. I know, the wowist. It's kind of wild. The wowist. Heckin' wow. Let me start with Pliny. So Pliny is he's an instrumental guitarist, and he writes these incredibly beautiful, complex, wild fucking tracks that in a lot of ways are quite down-tempo and a little bit music-y. And he actually is super well known by a lot of the guitar virtuosos in the world. So one of the things that I've always talked about on this show and that we've kind of always jumped into and had a lot of fun with is talking about sort of the guitar virtuosos that we know from, you know, especially the late 80s and onwards. So Steve Vai and obviously Yngwie Malmsteen, and, you know, moving into more modern day, people like Devin Townsend and you know, things like that. Well, for a while there, Pliny actually was invited to be a guest. He was a guest instructor at Steve Vai's academy. And so he was teaching guitar and teaching guitar lessons with Steve Vai himself, with Joe Satriani. And in general, he's completely self-taught. So I always find his music fucking inspiring. And especially if you're a person who metal is really fucking scary for you. It's really unapproachable. This is sort of an area inside metal that is exciting. It's fun. Does he meadly and gent though? So many meadlies and so many gents. All of the gents. But this is an aspect inside of metal that you still get a lot of crazy guitar solos, you still get blast beats, you get all sorts of cool rhythms, and in the case of some of the bands that I'm going to play for you tonight, one has 2 bass players? Forget rhythm guitarists, fuck those guys, they're losers. There's 2 bass players. So there's a lot of cool music that I'm going to include for you tonight, and if it is normally that Full Force Radio is way too fucking intense for you, tonight is your night, friends. So let me start with some Pliny. I'm going to change into a Pliny shirt. I will come back, we'll eat some chocolate, we'll talk about how Doge is taking over the world, and some other fun stuff, and we'll go from there. So first track I'm going to play for you guys is a track by Pliny, and it's called Electric Sunrise. My name is Crimsonclad, this is Full Force Radio, cozy chat live stream. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna listen to some weird progressive metal tonight. I hope you guys are ready. If you're Swoop, take a bunch of drugs. If you're everybody else, take a bunch of drugs. Oh, you know what? I just forgot. You guys should probably be able to hear through the headphones, right? Would that be enjoyable for you? Would you like to hear the music, maybe? Ah, son of a biscuit. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see. Qua's taking the drugs, good man. Let me just double check that you guys can actually hear this, because I was doing a meeting earlier, and every time I do this meeting, it fucks up my sound. Fucks up my sound, and then you guys get fucked up. Let's just see. Nope, can't hear shit. Perfect. Perfect. Let me troubleshoot for you bastards. Uno momento, por favor. This is one for wear the shirt from Cyberbuzz. Which shirt from Cyberbuzz? Headphones. Let's see. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Sorry. I should never have meetings ever. Let's try it again. I told you guys I'd play some Pliny. We're going to start the night with some music. I'm going to come back. We're going to do some photoshopping and some art and some weird shit. And I don't know. I'm going to eat a chocolate bar and we're going to pretend that I'm not so terrible. I'm so sorry. This is Full Force Radio. Remember, I don't reflect on MSP waves as a whole. All right, there we are. Hey, JJ, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in, guys. So Theta is working. Everybody's working. Hi. Let me pause this before another track plays. That was Pliny, track called Electric Sunrise, and it's off this album, actually, Handmade Cities. It's the first album where I really kind of, I got to know Pliny and Pliny's music, and I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to keep the dog visible in the corner. So I've moved my camera setup. You guys can't tell, but I've changed everything. So I've wall mounted my camera now. My mic is in a different place. So basically, if something isn't working the way that it usually does, or you don't like it, please let me know and I will attempt to fix it. No guarantees. I'll do my best. I make no actual promises. I'm going to order a pizza, and that's going to be a thing that happens also. So, hey, welcome to Full Force Radio. Let me switch back over. Hi. The dog is waiting by the door. He doesn't want to be here, guys. I'm going to let the dog. Looks very feng shui. Thank you. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, does anybody know about feng shui? We could try and feng shui the crap out of my room. Also, I'm getting rid of the crazy chat. It's over on the side. You guys can see the Twitch chat that's supposed to be a real Twitch chat, or like, you know, this thing that's supposed to help me see anybody who speaks from YouTube. It's not working. It's full of bots. It's a complete disaster. Antonio, hi! Yes, Antonio's pointing out that Viking Adventurer's profile picture is delightful. I have a pile of shit over there that you guys can't see because I'm pretending that this room is clean. But if you guys want to see the dog right now, he wants to escape so fucking badly. Look at him. Look at this. So if you're watching the stream, I'm going to totally close off with Crazy Chat. Get out of here, Crazy Chat. Let me delete it. Let me remove it. Oh, everybody's yelling drink. Gosh, did we have a real level? You did! Julia leveled up on a pinky up drink. So, as you can see, if you're watching the live stream, and I hope you are, there's my dog. This is how much time he wants to spend with me. Murphy? Hi! So, we'll pretend that he wants to be in here and spend time with me, but he doesn't. So, let me drink. Look at him. He wants to go so badly, guys. Should we let Snooty Boy escape, or should we get him to just sit on the couch with us? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to torture my dog live as part of your entertainment, you sick fucks? Or should we release the hounds? I will drink. Jason, don't you sass me. Oh, yeah, you said damn. Never mind. Okay, so I think we should let him go. Look at him. Guys, he's fucking miserable. Poor little dog. Cheers to you. A level up gets a drink. All right, we're gonna release the hound. Everybody, hey, First Amendment, so good to see you, man. Lots of people hopping in now. It's great to have you. My name's Crimsonclad. We are watching my dog, who desperately wants to be anywhere but here. So I'm gonna release him. 1 second. We're gonna release the hound. That's okay. I know. Wait, you have to wait till the door opens. Wait. Be free. All right. He's gone. We lost the dog. Let's attempt to sort of fix the background here. Let me know when it's looking good, guys. Looking good? Looking right? Looking tight? Looking like a good live streamer should? Pull up my pants. Oh, all his dog toys are in here. All right. So listen, tonight is Full Force Radio. I'm seeing a lot of new faces. I'm seeing a lot of old faces. I'm seeing lots of people who maybe aren't huge metal fans, but I'm fucking happy to have you either way. So I'm trying to get some semblance of back to normal. Is this it? I'm hoping this is it. And we'll go from here. You always look amazing. Oh, you're a liar, but thank you. That makes me feel nice about myself, and I appreciate that. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on. Banjo's hitting on people in the chat. JJ's hanging loose. we're playing a bit of progressive stuff tonight, and you're going to get a lot of stuff like that Pliny track. I've tried to kind of do my best to pull some different kinds of sounds in, so it doesn't get too samey, but I can't promise. Either way, if you're not a screaming metal fan, tonight's your night, and maybe that'll be good for you. Maybe that'll be enjoyable. One of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is the memery has been extremery. If you have noticed out and about all around, Bernie is a very popular fellow right now. He still can't win a fucking election, but that picture of Bernie sitting at the inauguration being so fucking tired of life has become the most memeable meme that ever memed a meme. And one of my favorite new accounts that I have fallen in love with, outside of all of the Bernie memes that have popped up, is this one. And it's literally Bernie Sanders holding albums. I have been enjoying the fuck out of this account. It is legitimately exactly what it sounds like. And it is every 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, you will get an album photoshopped into Bernie's arms like he's hugging it lovingly. And I have just slowly been collecting all of the albums that are like metal or Led Zeppelin or whatever. But I'm curious to know, have you guys found your favorite Bernie memes? Now, Shane was killing this recently. Shane was finding some pretty extra Bernie memes. Yeah, exactly. He could have won 2016, but he got fucked. All of the everything is fucked right now. Here's Gabriel. Gabriel's hopped in. Hey, Team Steam. Yum. I'm gonna keep calling you Team Steam because it's just how I think of you in my heart. But I like that you're Team Crim. So everything is failing. The entire world is burning down. You know, for fuck's sakes, all of the, you know, Chad bro traders out there are getting heckin' wrecked, which, for the record, it's fucking amazing. Wall Street is falling apart. Everything has gone to shit. The world is insane. I highly recommend that we just listen to some positive, uplifting music and pretend that everything has not gone shit sideways. But also, Doge. So many of you guys are crypto traders. Most of you have found my show either through Hive or Steam. Lax, have you been here the whole time? Did I miss you? That's so cool. You haven't been around recently. It's like, you know, like legitimate stuff's been happening in your life. God damn. But, you know, crypto is a wild fucking ride. And we know this because we've been in this space long enough to be like, we've seen some shit. We're not worried about it. We don't think about it anymore, you know? Like 3 times in a day, you know, 300% gains in, you know, 14 hours. That's normal for crypto. But on Wall Street, on stocks, this is not a normal thing. This is not... Ron, if you ask for clutch, you're not getting clutch. That one is amazing, Julia. Just redirecting Bernie floating through space, weightless. Fabulous. And I do love clutch, but remember, fuck you, I play what I want. And so on this show, the more you bug me to play music requests for you, the more you're not going to get them because I don't do very well with being told what to do. Which is number one. Number two is at the end of the day, that's just not what we're doing. It's just not what we're doing. What can I say? I'm an angry, belligerent woman, like all women, right? Right, guys? So, boo, I know, you hate me, I'm sorry. I'm actually a huge Clutch fan, and they end up in the playlist a lot. So, we're not doing that tonight. Let's continue on. I'm going to play you guys some more kind of upbeat, light, artistic, fun prog. And I was thinking... last week, if you guys were here for the show that got taken down, oh my gosh, the Trouble with Tribbles episode, but Bernie's. That's amazing. Ron did me a solid. Ron, you can pull that card all you want. I like to think that at times I have also done you solids, and I've never once tried to call in a fucking favor. So, here's a good question. How do you guys feel about that? The quid pro quo thing. Do you get annoyed in your life when somebody's like, oh, I did you a favor once 17 years ago. How are you going to pay me back? Come on, brah. Are you one of those people that only does a favor in the hopes of a favor in return? I know that's not what Ron is like, but I'm throwing him under the bus here for a talking point. Because, man, does that ever drive me nuts. Oh, Ron. I have One, two, three, 4 sheets of cardstock here. So that is, it was literally 30 minutes ago. May as well have been last year. We're talking about crypto time, Ron. That's like 5 market cycles ago. Deal with it. I have 4 pieces of poster board here. So I was thinking a couple pieces of art. We're going to art because tonight's music is kind of uplifting and magical like that. Yeah, people who do that annoy me. I know. And you know what? I'm one of those people who's total... I like to do things for nice people because it makes me feel good. And then if they don't do anything back, that's okay. But secretly I'll stew about it. Even though I offered it to them, they never asked me. I did it all of my own accord, and they have no idea that I'm annoyed because I never show it. I just take it to my grave. So honestly, I'm a terrible person too. We're all awful in our own awful ways. Don't worry. Favors are like books. Don't give them out and expect to get them back. That's fair. I posted earlier this year, and as of right now, it is almost tied up. Earlier this year, I have my favorite book in the whole world is a book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett called Good Omens. It's my absolute favorite book. My copy got banged up, mangled, totally dead, destroyed. I've lent out at least 6 of it and never gotten it back. This year... I'm awful inside. Are you awful inside? 1,000%. Everybody, you're just here to, you're just here to help American Gods is better. Yeah, you know what? I mean, for whatever reason, I did not enjoy American Gods as much. And I think it's part of growing up with Terry Pratchett's other books. And it's also sort of this... I've talked about it on this show. There's a couple of moments of humor that just, for me... are perfection. But for a lot of people, it's too dry, it's too British, it's too subtle. And I'm not saying you're not subtle, Neil, but take from that what you will. But where I was going with this is I've lent out like 6 copies of Good Omens and they've never come back. Well, this year, people started crawling out of the woodwork. Speaking of, crypto markets and getting wrecked and Trader Bros and all of that good stuff. This year, I have started... lending out the Bitcoin Standard. Now, I am not a Bitcoin maximalist, but for me, obviously, most people getting into crypto, like my mom, I think I showed you guys a couple weeks back, my mom sent me a message and she was like, do you have Bitcoin? And I was like, oh yeah, I sure do. Absolutely. And I mean, I've told her this. I've tried to get her into Bitcoin a bunch of times and a bunch of my family. And she's like, do you have a whole one? So it's like, yes, that's right. Bill Prague is a Pratchett character. That's right. That's totally true. Oh, look at now everybody's talking about their favorite characters. But so my mom, she sent me this message going, do you have a whole one? And that to me, you know how everybody says that's the market indicator is when people come out of the woodwork and start going, crypto, tell me about that crypto thing, even though you legitimately have been telling them about crypto for the better part of 4 years. So I've started giving out copies of the Bitcoin Standard. And I have now given out 5 without having them returned. 1 more copy of the Bitcoin Standard and we will be tied. We will be tied between Good Omens and the Bitcoin Standard as the most stolen book in my life. And with all this crap that's going on with Robinhood and with trading and with stonks and number going up and Dogecoin, I kind of think it's got a shot. There's a shot for the Bitcoin Standard to overtake Good Omens, which I'm not sure if I'm happy about that or if I'm sad about it, but I accept it either way. And what's this Neil's dropped in here? So cryptocurrency. Wall Street has decided you're not responsible. So without opening this, Neil, and this is not a crypto show, and I don't want to, if you want to come and talk money, you should absolutely come to Neil's new show about being a tax Sherpa. You can check that out on mspwaves.com at the schedule. But the gist of what's happening is some clever assholes on Reddit discovered that there were a bunch of hedge funds that were getting ready to close off some shorts. They shorted a stock that was doing bad. They were getting ready to make a fuckload of money coming up to this close. And some guys on Reddit were like, why don't we just pump the fuck out of this stock and wreck the ever-living crap out of them while taking a buttload of profits. Now, this is hilarious because these traders are locked into these positions. Meanwhile, everybody on Reddit is like, YOLO, bitches, or whatever. Is this a dab? I don't actually... You're engaging. You are. I actually really enjoy Neil's Tax Show. I'm Canadian, and fuck the government. I don't tell them about any of my crypto money. But for you, if you need to know, Neil's Tax Show is very interesting. It has absolutely nothing to do with me, and I still really totally enjoy listening to it. So there you go. But so here are all these fucking Reddit assholes who are like, fuck those traders, fuck their millions of dollars, I'm gonna take a bunch of money and we're gonna watch it all burn. And so this has been what's happening over this last day, is a concentrated, epic troll fest like no other. However, it's not just trolling, it's gone beyond trolling because it has revealed just how rigged and awful Wall Street and the stock market is, and how, in many cases, absolutely everything is stacked against you and is controlled and powered by these people in, positions of influence. So, even though this is on a base level just hilarious, it's hilarious. A bunch of Reddit assholes are fucking up, billions of dollars in hedge funds. This is hilarious. It's also really, really important, a little scary, and probably is going to go down as history in the making. Yeah, absolutely. JJ, you're exactly right. And here's the thing. JJ, are you JJ? Are you Kram? Are you Kram? Are you J stands for something? I like to wreck people's names. So I'm just calling you JJ, but that might not be your name. But it's the truth. Never have we, except in these last couple of years, seen how much manipulation is going on, how little we matter in the face of money, and just how far governments and lobbyists and, traders and the Wall Street will go to stay in power and fuck you over. And right now, more than anything, these platforms that people use, Robinhood or whatever, are Justin J. It is JJ. Justin! I will remember that. And yeah, Schmoogle, you've got a great point. There's a downside. There is a human cost here, because if we think that these hedge fund managers are going to pay for this, they're not. It's coming out of these hedge funds, which for some people, that's going to be their retirement. It's going to be their life savings. It's going to be their pension funds, whatever. The human toll is, like everything else, going to trickle down and fuck over the little guy. These hedge fund managers aren't going to be the ones that eat this, and that sucks. But the best we can hope for is more aware people, great lasting harm and change inside these, institutions. And maybe a bunch of fucking randos who really like crypto and Doge and who are, fun people on the internet make out like bandits and change their lives. Let's hope for the best. All right, so this is not a tax show. This is not a financial show. If you want more of that, you should absolutely tune into Neil McSpadden Show. But let's continue with some music, right, dudes? Right, let's do that. So yeah, the numbers are going up. The stonks are big. I took profit on Doge today, and it felt fucking good. It felt good. Let's talk a little bit about, I've got 4 pieces of card. I want to make 4 pieces of art for 4 of you. So let's talk a little bit about that, what that looks like. We'll have some more fun. I'm going to play you guys some more cool, interesting, influential, progressive music, in the vein of Pliny. I'm going to play you some other stuff. So I was thinking that I will play you, let me just see here. I'm going to play you something by a group called Astral King. Now, these guys, it's basically metal and gent as a main genre, but they pull in a lot of progressive rock, classical influences, and also even like jazz fusion. And I'm actually building a playlist for a future show that's going to be basically black jazz and some sort of improvisational stuff like that. But this is not as heavy or as dark as that. This is still, go Stonks! Yeah. This is still very much, this is still very much kind of light and bright. Astral King sounds like it belongs on the Saturday show. And I have a couple pieces that are kind of straddling the line for sure. Elon Musk is riling up all of the nerdos on Twitter. Let me play this track for you. Let me jump back to that playlist. I'm going to play you a track called Behold the Light. And, you know, maybe it is. Maybe it's because everybody is starting to see the light now and things are going to change. That is an amazing poster, the wow of Wall Street. Look at that little Doge face. Look at him being all cute. I'm going to eat my chocolate bar. We're going to listen to this music together. We're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit more. I see the idea of a Doge, maybe a Doge skull compilation. Are we talking about Doge the meme coin or just a dog with a skull? I'm going to take you guys' suggestions on art. We're going to talk a little bit more about... oh, Matt! You just followed me on Twitch. That's so cool. Thank you. We're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to switch over to Streamlabs. I just didn't get a chance to do it tonight. So we're going to talk a little bit more about changes to the show and to some of the things that happen. We're going to maybe, just maybe, move you all over to another Twitch account, and we're gonna have a little bit more fun. So my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out tonight. I'm gonna grab my pencil crayons, and we're gonna start a little bit more music. It's Astral King. Behold the light. Behold the Crim. Behold the Full Force Radio on MSP Waves. right. There you go. Behold the light, a group called Astral King. Hey, my name is Crimsonclad, and we are doing kind of a genty, progressive, light, experimental, inspirational kind of playlist tonight. I raced home from work. I was late. I didn't tell anybody about this stream, so I'm super glad that you guys are here, because the people that are here are super fucking cool. As I'm hemorrhaging, I'm watching the little counter just drop on the screen. Nailed it. Super glad you guys are here, and we're gonna kind of just have like a chill whatever stream tonight. So we were talking a little bit about what's happening in the stock market with the stonks and the coins and the chattery and the nonsense that's happening, and we're just kind of we're having a couple moments of like schadenfreude. We're enjoying watching everybody burn around us, even though probably going to be harmful to us in the long term. I've pulled out my pencils. We have paper. We're all hanging here tonight. So I'm hoping you guys will engage in something creative or, whatever as well. That we'll all do some fun shit together, listening to some cool music. That's the goal. We'll see how far we get, but, So one of the things that I actually set up this week, because I had this great idea that I was going to become a better, cooler, more awesome, amazing streamer. And it hasn't quite happened yet, is that I set up Streamlabs OBS, because one of the things that I absolutely, Elon always gets threatened by the SEC. He doesn't even care anymore. Whatever. I mean, imagine being so fucking famous that literally just saying words could fucking pump the stock market. Imagine. You can post a meme on your Twitter, and all of a sudden, that's it. That's the new buy. That's the new, I learned from Neil a new term, the new hotness. Apparently that's a cool person, kid term, whatever. Imagine being that fucking famous. So yeah, I don't even have words for it. But earlier this week, I set up Streamlabs OBS, and one of the reasons that I did that is because Crim's mailbag is now officially open. And one of the things that I got twice this week was, why don't you have a tip jar, because that's what streamers do. Number one, because I don't like asking you guys for money. That's number one. Number two is I stream on Vim, and Vim has some cool subscription options built right in, and they're not a giant corporation and won't, fuck me dry for that money. And then also, the last one is, it's hard and I have no time. So Streamlabs I'm setting up, and the gist of it is none of you fucking care, and I'm hemorrhaging listeners, which is totally fine. None of you actually care about it. Oh, look, speaking of which, thank you. JJ sent us some Theta, the T-Fuel. Now, I will say that this is not my Theta account. This is the station's Theta account. So that's really cool. You're basically contributing right back into keeping MSP Waves and this social broadcasting network going at all times, which is fucking amazing. So you're awesome, and I like you. So here's the deal. What I'm basically gonna try and attempt is I'm gonna set up Streamlabs, because a lot of the stuff that it does, holy shit, there he is. That is him, all right. Look at you, Johnny, looking all fucking cool, and then Angel looking like Angel. That's exciting. We're gonna play him. Maybe we will just play him next, just to get it out of the way. So I set up Streamlabs, and for those of you who don't stream and don't care, I'll give you the gist of it. And it is basically kind of like OBS. OBS is this program that we use to put together the cool thing that you're seeing on your stream right now. And a lot of streamers use it because it's open source and it's free. Streamlabs is a fancier version of it that has a lot of stuff built in. One of the reasons I did it this week is because we have been trying for a long time. We have desperately been trying to get subscribers and followers to show up. We've been trying to get that to work, that overlay to work, and it just hasn't fucking worked. For whatever reason, apparently it's bitchy with OBS. And it works on Streamlabs and some other stuff. Like, I don't know if you can hear that. On my Streamlabs setup, it just threw up a little new subscriber. Here, doesn't work. Even though it should fire and show up here, it doesn't work. So a lot of the stuff that people have been asking for, that people want to see, that makes your stream experience more fun, a lot of the tools that people want, which is apparently to donate and then interrupt my stream with a fucking robot talking, because apparently have you guys seen this? This is apparently a thing. You can have a tip jar, people can donate, and then a voice will like read out what they say. It's like a super chat or something, and people are like, how come you don't have that? Well, because I talk a lot and I don't want to fucking be interrupted. I don't know. So I'm working on it. Yeah, you can hear it because I have Streamlabs running in another tab. So everybody's asking, and I have made this I have made this promise that I'm not going to be such a shitty streamer and that I'm actually going to grow. I'm going to grow this whole thing. So everybody's been asking and I am trying. So I was hoping to debut Streamlabs tonight, but best laid plans and all that, I didn't make it home on time. So while you have me, while you're here, while you're part of this stream, now is the time you may have measurable impact. I am slowly putting everything from OBS into Streamlabs. For you, all that means is it's going to look exactly the same. However, I'm also setting it up again, which means you can change it. Is there something you don't like? Do you wish you could change my overlay? Do you want the chat to look different? Do you want some special fucking thing? What do you want? What would be nice for you? Because now's the time. I will change it. I am working on it. I am building it. I am constantly massaging and improving it. Okay? I'm guessing that Ron will record this. This movement is the sound. So, if you want to change something, if you want something different, if there's something that would make the stream more fun for you, let me know and I'll build it. I'll fucking code it. I'll put it in. I'll YOLO, dab, whatever. Yeah, you want Elon to launch more rockets. Yeah, Lax, today was absolutely blue balls plus, hey? Yeah, JJ's dying over there. Listen, I'm not cool, and I always stream through sort of like Theta and Vim and Alternative and MSP Waves specifically because I'm not cool. This is like, nobody will bother me, nobody will ban me, people enjoy me, and that's fine. If I go, like, I get YouTube videos taken down all the time. Twitch hasn't taken my videos down yet, but I mean, I'm too fucking weird. I belong on these platforms. So, you know, just accept it. Just go with it. But yeah, if you want to watch shows after the fact, you can watch them on YouTube. I'll be working on that as well. Twitch holds the replays for later. Vim has some options as well. I'm probably going to get a paid subscription with Vim so you can watch the videos there. But if you want to change it, if you want to add things, then that's fine. No, I'm with Lex. Earlier today, Elon did not get to fucking launch the rocket. And I watched that live stream right up until they vented everything, and then I realized it's not happening. There's a full vent. We're not launching anything today. Now, you may or may not be a rocket nerd, but I am. So often on this show, we will talk about rockets. We'll talk about SpaceX. We'll talk about all this stuff. You're connecting 5 different chats and have a shit ton of everything. Just tell people that you're doing this. Marco, I can't even make it home on time to start my stream at the time I said I did. I am a disaster. I'm trying. Also, I don't like making tweets about myself. Also, I don't like talking about the things I do. Here is a safe space. I only have 15, 20 of you, 30 of you watching at a time at best. Maybe I think the other day when we had Roland, I think we had 50 something. That's it. That's everything. I'm a disaster. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's play some fucking music. So, forget it. We got on a tangent like we always do, but I'm kind of playing upbeat stuff tonight. So I'm hoping you guys are feeling creative. I'm hoping you're enjoying what's going on in your day-to-day life. I'm hoping that you will join me in kind of using tonight's show as some relaxing downtime. You'll have some fun. You'll listen to music. You know, whatever comes out of you will come out. Take that as you will. But I hope you end up being creative. So I'm going to play this Angel Vivaldi track because, yes, Johnny often, when I start talking about stuff, Johnny is another, quite accomplished metalhead. And many of you guys that watch the show aren't. You're just cool, I'm checking out the metal that's Crim is showing me. And that's fine. I really enjoy that. That makes me really fucking happy that I am testing the waters and I'm getting to put music in your ears. However, one of the suggestions that Johnny made tonight is indeed on my playlist. So Angel Vivaldi is from he's from America, whereas a lot of these sort of prog guitarists are often European background, or like I said, Pliny is from Australia. Angel Vivaldi has done a bunch of really cool stuff. He's a really interesting, cool guy. He's a philanthropist. He is an environmentalist. And he's honestly, like, I'm pretty sure he started his solo career just at the beginning of, probably at the beginning of the 2000s, like 2003, 2004, 2005. And he kind of rocketed himself to fame because he was, he released a cover of a Joe Satriani track and people lost their fucking minds. So, now that he's being recognized as the fabulous fucking guitarist that he is, I want to play you some of his music. It's a perfect fit for the playlist tonight. I'm going to play you a track called Dot Dash 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 Dash. I don't know shit about Morse code, so I'm not sure what that is. Is that 2 letters? Is that 1 letter? Is that only a single letter? How does Morse code work? Dot Dash 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 by Angel Vivaldi. My name is Crimsonclad. I'm here every Thursday night. If you want to catch this show, please subscribe on one of these places. I'm going to be an asshole, and after this next break, I'm going to ask you to go to a Twitch and join it, because I've been building up the wrong Twitch for like 2 years. I'm the worst. This is Full Force Radio. My name is Crimsonclad. Let's draw something. Let's listen to some prog. Let's have some fun at Full Force. professional DJ here, folks. Yeah, sorry, I've been drawing, we've been hanging out, we've been getting inspired, and I just let that fucker run. So, hey, my name is Crimsonclad. We are having kind of a progressive, creative sort of night. I'm playing you guys some really free-flowing, gent, prog metal tracks. Lots of cool guitar solo, lots of virtuosos, which is easy for me to say. Lots of cool people hanging out. Not one, but two JJs watching over on the other Theta stream, which is kind of cool. We got Justin J, and then also another JJ. I don't know. JJ Chang is another JJ. JJ Chang Giga. But my name is Crimsonclad, and I put together a playlist for you tonight that is a little more chill, that is a little more upbeat. It's different than what's normally going on out there in the world. And yeah, so Viking Adventure was asking, he wanted the skull and a dog. So I'm working my way through the skull aspect. We're not quite there yet. You can see. Here's the start of a skull anyways. We'll see where that goes. I haven't actually decided. One of the things you're supposed to do when you're arting is compose. You're supposed to fucking compose your image. Hey, Saparl. Hi, welcome. You've got a cool fucking profile picture with a guitar, so you're gonna fit right in tonight. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio, and every Thursday night at around this time, I put together a little bit of music for you, and I play it at full force. A little bit of metal, hard rock, whatever else. Tonight is kind of a light, fun, night. So we are creating, arting, upside down sculling, enjoying ourselves. I play with pencil crayons and play you guys some magical music. We were talking a little bit about Bernie Photoshops, and some of those were in chat. I am hoping that if you are still with us and you haven't run away screaming from how lame the show is tonight, that you will produce something equally cool yourself. JJ's just saying hi and hi and hi and hi. I see you, man. I fucking see you. But yeah, there was another JJ earlier. JJ Chang, JJ Cram. JJ's everywhere. Just J's. J's out the wazoo even. So that was Angel Vivaldi, and I let the playlist run, and it actually ran into the next song, but I'm not going to play that just yet. So I have so much stuff that I want to play for you guys. I'm going to try and fit it all in. And this is probably going to be another one of those nights where I have to trim music out. And that's always dumb because we're halfway through the show already. Oh, Bernie's face. So I have more music for you, and I'm going to keep playing through. And I also have 3 more sheets of paper. So maybe we'll do some arting in the background. Now, we never named my other plant, so I am hoping that at some point we can talk about naming some of my plants. I got lots going on around the house, and even then, I'm going to ask you guys, because I was talking with my coworkers about this today. Oh, look at your show pictures. I'll tell you, I miss concerts, and I miss concert photography, and I am so going to going to kind of throw myself back into it when I get the chance. Now, I was actually supposed to be going to Montreal for a show. I often go to Montreal to see all my friends. Some of you are in chat right now. But I often try to line it up with a show. And so I'll do this really kind of gross, stalkerish sort of thing, where I'll go to a concert here in Vancouver, and then I'll fly across the country, and I'll go to the same concert in Montreal. And this usually lets me take photos and then also just enjoy it. And I get a little bit of everything. But I have an event coming up that I was really excited about that hasn't been canceled for COVID yet. But I know Montreal's having some issues. Canada's really changing its lockdowns. And depending on where you are in the world, because I know there's many of you all around the world, different shit is going on with you and with, COVID rules. They're constantly changing. Keeping on top of them is really problematic. But I'm quite concerned this time around because the event that I was supposed to be going to was originally for, and I would love to come to Missouri. There are so many of you that I plan to visit all around the world. Everywhere you are, I'm going to come find you and spend time with you, hopefully consensually. But COVID has changed. COVID has changed the way we look at these things, whether we like it or not. We're all big people going, that doesn't affect me. I'm not going to listen. But at the end of the day, if you want to get on a plane, you have to follow a lot of these fucking rules. And so for right now, that means basically grounded. And so this event in Montreal is a little problematic for me because it hasn't actually been canceled. It's been delayed not once, not twice, but 3 times. I would love to come to Nunavut, Lax. I would fucking love it. It would be amazing. I like 1,000%. Nobody's going to see Lax. Well, I'm going to go see Lax. Mostly because he stole my dog. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. It's a totally bad joke. I'm still open. Find more dogs. But so the reason that I bring this up is because this time, by right now, normally the concert promoter would have said, hey, we're canceling. And it hasn't happened yet. So we are officially a week and a half out from this event, and they haven't canceled it yet. So I might actually be stuck with a non-refundable ticket to an event that I am not allowed to travel to. So I want to keep you guys abreast, because if I do get to go, it is supposed to be this laser light social distancing kind of thing that they've specifically put together to use an entire sort of art and culture center's worth of space. And the show itself is actually meant to be watched like socially distanced. And part of it is, you know, the space is going to be turned into a forest, but an electric forest. They're going to beam lights onto the people who are watching the show, distanced from each other. And, you know, they are going to become part of this, you know, the trees in this wild forest. And so the whole thing, like, here's a promoter at an event that is doing everything that they can to follow COVID rules and are still getting fucked. And I don't know what this coming year is going to look like, because for a while there it looked like, okay, yeah, things are going to calm down. We're going to realize that arts and culture are suffering really badly, and that we have to find, somebody else has jumped on the Vim TV. We're going to have to find a way to allow people to, you know, to get this out of their system. We're going to have to find a way. I mean, gosh, going to Lax is probably going to be the easiest out of everyone, to be quite honest. How do we recognize the importance of art and connection and culture and music and concerts and gatherings in a time where we've basically outlawed and vetoed all those things? It's going to be really interesting. And I think we're going to hit a breaking point, you know, in the coming months. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but for me, certainly it's going to be just an insanely renewed interest in everything concert. And I'm hoping to share a lot more like concert photography and storytelling with you guys as soon as that comes back, because my God, this is hard. And I mean, if you're an artist, if you're a creator, hopefully you're pivoting to digital, but if you aren't, it's rough right now, my dudes. It's fucking rough. So let's move on. Let me play you guys some more music. I want to play that band I was mentioning earlier, that I want to play a band for you that is trying to kind of shake up progressive and gent and that things. And yeah, I know they've shut everything down right now, Lax. You have a feeling they're going to make it the new norm. So JJ's saying, you think it's not going to change, huh? You think we're stuck like this? So what happens, and I mean, this is a general question. This is not a criticism. I mean, for all of you watching, for those of you on YouTube, on Twitch, on Vim, all of these places that I can see, you know, what happens if this is the new norm? What happens to art and culture and gatherings? What does that look like, and how do we get that back? Curious. Is everybody going to turn to all digital and everything else? And I am essential. If I'm not essential in your life, you need to rearrange your priorities. God. All right. Let's ponder that. It's a grim future, but let's ponder it. Now, the band I'm going to play for you next is called The Omnific. And I mentioned earlier that, you know, a lot of this sort of prog, lilting, guitar solo wildness that I'm kind of highlighting tonight, it's always very, there's kind of like a formula for it. And I want to play you guys another band coming out of Australia, because these guys actually have 2 bass guitarists and a drummer. That's the makeup of their band. They're a trio. But there is no actual like rhythm guitar. There is no true guitar soloist. And they do mix tracks, but the makeup of their, oh, look, that's supposed to be my dog. You know what though, Lex? I'm pretty happy because she's still pretty tiny. She's so beautiful, but she's still pretty small. And I'm not gonna lie, I 1,000% want a big dog. So if you see a big dog in the street, steal it from me and put it on a plane. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. You think I'm joking? I'm gonna take a dog from you. I was gonna take this dog, but I love that she loves your family, and she's also too small. I'd still squish the crap out of her, but this was right. This is the way the universe was supposed to work. Let me play this track by The Omnific. It's interesting, it's weird, it's a little bit different. And it's some great, interesting music. The track that I'm going to play for you is called Objet de Vertu, which I'm sure one of my Montreal friends could actually translate for me. Objet is objects, day is of, vertu, I don't know. It's somewhere, green is vert, maybe truth? Virtue? One of the two. Anyway, somebody in chat who's better than me can figure it out. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We got a lot of music to get through. We're halfway through the show and not even halfway through the playlist. So we'll see how tonight goes. But I want to play you some music. I want to make you feel creative. I want you to uplift your heart and your spirits with some cool, interesting prog and gent for tonight. A little bit different than normal, but a whole lot of fun here on MSP Waves. This is all basses, remember. Oh no, the next song's gonna play. Can I go, 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 go? Yes! Sorry, I got talking about spinach dip, which, let's be realistic, everybody in chat is commiserating that when I dip, you dip, we dip. Hey, my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. And tonight we've been playing some fun prog gent. That last track is fucking beautiful. So if you were hearing those kind of weird poly harmonies, but it didn't sound like a regular guitar solo, good ear. That band, like I was saying, is actually made up with, dips. I was talking about dip as in like fat girl food dip, JJ. I know you were talking about like, dip? Is that what you do? Do you put it in your dip? If you're watching on the live stream, I'm trying to figure out what you do with dip because I don't actually know. That's a very American thing. Or, other places. Usually Vancouver is to like frou-frou and yoga mom to have a lot of dip or chaw, but I know that you like take it and you like, or Albertan, that's right. It's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, yeah, so I don't know what to do with it. I was talking about I'm fat and I like food, so I was talking about like dip, and I don't even care what you put dip on. It just needs to get into my mouth. I just need a dip delivery vehicle. So we were commiserating because Corbin's here now. Hey, my man. Spinach dip, that's what my last night's dinner was. I got home late from work. You guys could tell I've been busy recently. So I always want to be here with you on the show. So as of tonight, I have eaten half a chocolate bar just so I could spend time with you for the rest of this live stream. But last night's dinner was spinach dip, and I needed to put spinach dip in my mouth, so I opened a bag of Tostitos. I ate all of the Tostitos and all of the spinach dip. It's how I keep my womanly figure and my womanly figure. COVID's been a whole thing. Hey, anarchist man. So, welcome to the show. The track that I just played, it might have been a little different. You might have heard kind of cool, kind of interesting. Hey, dude on the web. That was a band called The Omnific, and the track was called Objet de Vertu, and Mr. D confirmed that is actually Objects of Value. So that's perfect. It's a beautiful track, and it's not something that you get especially often in metal. It's a very strange lineup. It's a very different lineup. 2 bass players and a drummer. Now, there are some bands out there, like Royal Blood is just 1 bass player and a drummer and, that kind of thing. But you don't actually see this too often. And these guys are super young. They're baby-faced. They're fresh-faced. But if you liked that track, if you liked the sound of it, highly recommend checking out the rest of their discography. It's all really beautiful and has some of this sort of sprightly energy, but still really genty. So, Corbin, I know, usually likes a lot of the heavier music, and many of you guys do. Qua is here. Is he fake newsing me? You can never tell. Who knows? But all of the music that I'm playing for you tonight, it is complex. It's lots of bright solos. It's very different from the stuff that I normally play, but tonight is a perfect time. So we're making some art. We're being creative. We're listening to some kind of positive, upbeat music, because why not? Variety is the spice of life. And next week, we'll kind of go back to a less themed show. But bright. I see what you did there. But we're going to continue, and I'm going to keep playing some of this sort of interesting, there's a lot of major chords. In a lot of ways, this isn't music that I listen to a lot of the time myself even. But some days I put on some Plini, or I put on some of this tracks, and it's very inspirational. It's very uplifting. And then I go and I pull out my guitar and I try for 20 minutes to try and play something complicated, and then I just fucking throw it back out the window. Next week, we return to Drowning the Tears of Our Vanquished Enemies. Abso-fucking-lutely. I have some great playlists put together. But that's not to say that tonight isn't metal. So please, I like to say this on this show, and I will continue repeating it. Everything is metal. Anything is metal if you want it to be. But at the same time, there is some incredibly bright, brilliant, beautiful music out there, and prog and gent contains a lot of it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it either. So, I always hate to perpetuate that stereotype that metal has to be dark, it has to be cold, it has to be black, it has to be blah. And that's kind of the metal that I like. But at the same time, there's so much room for everything in this space. There's so much room for these cool sounds and these interesting music. And sometimes you need a little bump up, especially if you've been sitting at home for X amount of time, not going to shows. You need a little bit of perky music. So tonight, I hope you guys are drawing or creating or enjoying or just sitting around listening to me, being so very happy that you only have to listen to me and not deal with me in person. So, and just speaking of which, I added some more music to a couple more tracks today to that playlist that Corbin's been playing a lot. And Lead Wings from Dawn of Solace. I have had some Dawn of Solace on the show before, although it's probably been a while since I played any of their stuff. Let's continue on tonight's playlist. I want to play you a track by a band called Scale the Summit, since we're going through all the heavy hitters in prog and gent and sort of, I don't want to say like post-rock, because post-rock is its own thing, but that is sort of what prog metal is. So Scale the Summit, they're often instrumental, and their most recent album actually has a ton of the people that I am putting in your ears tonight guest spots on this. So Angel Vivaldi, you already listened to, he's in a guest spot on this new album. Pliny and Anup Sastry, a ton of these guitarists that I'm kind of cramming in your ears tonight. But so Scale the Summit, Scale the Summit kind of brings to mind bands like Devin Townsend when he's doing his sort of progressive stuff, like the Devin Townsend Project and Empath, which is I've played for you tonight. They bring in some influence from like Dream Theater with these guitars and big fantasy soundscapes. Periphery and Between the Buried and Me, who do a lot of this gent syncopation kind of rhythm. Mastodon, who's another band that I play for you a lot. So these guys, they tour with everyone. They're really well known, and they put out an album in 2017 called A World of Fear that is fucking fabulous. And I've played quite a bit of music from it, but I'm going to go way back to use the Big Friendly Giants term. And would you hang out with me? Cool, JJ. I thought you were talking about Qua for a second, or Corbin. They're fun too, but hang out with me. So I'm going to play this track for you off this old album because it is honestly one of my favorites. It's a track called Odyssey, and it is absolutely reminiscent of some sort of big journey. And since we can't travel right now, this is the closest that I've got for you guys. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. I'm here every Thursday, and I will absolutely amp it up in the coming weeks, but I think we need it tonight. And so I'm glad Viking Adventure was there to kind of give me a push in this direction. Gabriel, yeah. And I actually had two playlists prepared for tonight. It was this one or the other one. And the other one, the mixed bag one, has one of the new Therion tracks on it. So that'll probably be coming up next week. So if you are enjoying the new Therion album, or you guys, I've played Therion for you before, it's a totally different sound for them. I'm really excited to kind of share it with you guys. So don't worry. I got you. I listen to every fucking new release like a complete Spurglord. Don't worry. Absolutely. But yeah, we're in the upbeat vein tonight. So I'm gonna play this Scale the Summit track for you guys. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We've got an hour and 15 minutes. We gotta speed this shit up. end of the Odyssey. Okay, so, hey. Hi. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We're doing some more kind of flowy whatever. I love them. They're so cute. They're all these little dancing faces, and they're doing arms like this, and they have, you know, faces like this new girl's. Oh, woo. So listen. Here's the deal, friends. You guys might remember that I had this brilliant idea that I was going to get on the Twitch, and I was going to become a streamer, and I was going to do all the things. And then I was all pissed off because somebody had taken the Crimsonclad name. And I was like, son of a fucking bitch. Who takes my handle? That bastard. Son of a bitch. And I went to Twitch and I tried to put in my handle and I couldn't get it. And I was like, well, god damn it. So I was making the account. I went with She Is Crimsonclad. And that's where She's Crimsonclad. That's where I've been streaming ever since. But then you guys may remember that I found out live on air one night that I'm the one that took Crimsonclad. And I've had it for years and I've just never streamed to it. I'm cock-blocked myself on my own handle. So I am now so much fist shaking. Double fisting even. You can't see it, but I'm doing it into the camera. So I realized very much after the fact that the person who's the giant fucking asshole that has Crimsonclad is me. And so what I want to do is I want to consolidate all my usernames. I want them all to be Crimsonclad if they can. I'm not going to get the Twitter one, but who cares? Twitter's a dumpster fire. And so is Twitch. But I'd like to try and get all of my streaming handles to be the same. So I'm going to slowly switch over there. If you have a Twitch stream, if you have subscribed, if you've never subscribed, if you're willing to subscribe, I am begging you, please, please go over and follow on that Twitch account instead. Because in the coming weeks, I'm going to start streaming to that account. I am not going to stream to the same one. I'll host myself and figure out how to forward it. But this is the account that I'm going to be streaming to in the future. So I hate begging and I won't do it after this. But if you haven't, or if you're willing to throw me a fucking bone, if you feel sorry for me and want to help me inflate my numbers, that's where I'm going to be going. And I just don't want to lose you guys because let's be realistic. I've never, let's get some better audio quality, Discord. Yeah, I agree. Why don't you hop into one of the other streams because they sound very, very good. When you're in one of the high quality places, oh, they sound damn good. But if you're listening in Discord, it sounds like crap. If you're not listening in Discord, like JJ or someone else, you can listen on Theta TV. You can go to Vim. You can go to mspwaves.com/listen. I'm not even drunk yet. You can go to YouTube or you can go to Twitch. You can pick any of those places and they will all sound better than Discord because of Discord. It's like donkey dicks in your ears. But you know, you do what you gotta do. I don't care as long as you're here and you're listening. So that's the only time I'm going to ask you to subscribe during the show, or I'll at least do my best to not ask you to subscribe. But if you're willing, please and thank you, please consider doing that because I will leave you behind, and there are so few of you. I can't afford to leave any of you behind. Help me not be pathetic. Okay. So, as we continue on, let us continue this journey together. We've been playing a bunch of really cool, interesting, progressive and gent and sort of guitar virtuoso style tracks tonight. And I was going to play, I was actually thinking of playing a different song by Scale the Summit. But you know what, we're not going to repeat anything tonight. And instead, I'm going to play some more bands for you. So, I was thinking the next band that I will play, because there's a lot of prog in Australia. Don't ask me why. But the next band I'm going to play for you is a band called Illyria. Now, if you're keeping track tonight, Pliny, the master and the inspiration for tonight's playlist, out of Australia, out of Melbourne. The Omnific is out of Australia and out of Melbourne. And we're trolling through all the Aussies, apparently. Prague is really big there. A lot of sort of experimental post-rock and really beautiful. Attila Luno. Hi. Good to see you. Welcome. So I'm going to play another one of these bands from Australia, and they're called Illyria. Now they are progressive, and they do some of this same sort of sound, lots of sort of guitar work and complex rhythms and things like that. But they consider themselves to be more like post black metal. Now, post anything essentially just means that they started out in that subgenre and they've kind of evolved a little bit. And so when we talk about post rock or post metal or post black or post progressive, post whatever, it just means that it's becoming more refined and a little more experimental. That's generally what that means. So these guys started out doing black metal and reining it in and refining it and becoming a little more expressive and a little more experimental. I'm gonna play you a track called Frostbite, because of course, if you're coming from the black metal world, then you still need to have that coldness and that sadness and that darkness. Post GameStop would be like, what's a really upscale sort of boutique game store? I don't know what moves up. Maybe buying your games like bespoke on Etsy. I'm not sure what post GameStop would be, to be quite honest. That world is going to be a very interesting one. Let's put it that way. I'm going to play this track called Frostbite. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We will continue. I've got you for another hour after this. My pizza! My pizza!
This isn't what we want. ourselves for far too long. I can't keep breathing when I'm to the feelings of this loss. This time I'm leaving.
There you go. All right, so I lied a little tiny bit to Marco. Just like the tiniest bit. It was like a hint of a fib if you're just joining us. Apparently I can't pause. There we go. Let's pretend I did that properly. That was the tiniest bite? The fuck you talking about? I don't. Everybody's saying I nipple. I can't. Every show ends up with boob talk. It never fails. It's not even always purposeful. And no, I don't take tiny bites. I have a big mouth and a big head. So even though the bite may look small in sort of conjunction, it's a big bite. Don't judge me on how much food. Fair enough. Okay. So I changed shirts. Yeah, I changed shirts way before because the other shirt was a V-neck and like nice. This one's a men's fucking t-shirt. So yeah, I changed into a men's shirt. Now, so I lied a little bit, a tiny, teeny, itty bit. And I said that it is, I love this design. Like all boobs aside, like this fucking geometric, like angular crystal giraffe is fucking badass. Ron's trying to get me to smell my armpits right now. So listen, that last track, beautiful, has all of the elements of a prog or a gent track, some light blast beats, a little bit of screaming. You can absolutely tell that they came from a black metal background. But one of the things that I actually really like about it is it still encapsulates a lot of the attitudes and themes that black metal has, but it's a little different sounding. It's a little brighter. It's a little more whatever. But when you read the lyrics to that last track, you're like, oh yeah, this is still like my little brother wandered out into the snow on Christmas and, you know, died, and now every Christmas we're sad kind of thing. Like it has the black metal feature there. Wander through this maze and locked away. Again, we must move on. Carefully let me be. This isn't what we want, and this isn't what was said. I sense regret, and I gauge that you're afraid, and I feel the mist, and it feels a hatred within. To release the ache, my forgiveness isn't here. So, anyways, let us continue. Rude. It is rude. Leave me alone. I'm susceptible to thinking that I smell. If you've not been here for a long time, and this is a really chill night tonight, there's not very many people here at all. If you've been with me for a long time, I have this concern that if you can hear me, you can smell me. It's not a logical concern, but one of my greatest fears is being stinky. It's a horrible thing. I think about it a lot. I'm usually never stinky, but I think about it. So I carry toothpaste and toothbrush with me wherever I go, carry an extra deodorant everywhere in my purse because I'm always a tiny bit concerned that I might smell. And so I like to nip that in the bud, right? Like, you know, whatever. So yeah, exactly. Think about it. Wouldn't the world be better find someone who digs my smell. It's not even that I smell. It's not even that, JJ. It's just this weird fucking hang up. It's this weird thing. But don't sniff me, Ron. The world would be a better place if everybody was more sort of concerned about being so fresh and so clean. So listen, okay? It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, Julia smelled me. Back me up, Julia. I don't stink that bad, right? But so it's a thing. And so often somebody will mention smelling and I'll kind of forget that I'm on a live camera and I'll do a little check, like a little, like, just to make sure that everything's okay. Any chance that I get, I will, I'll do a little sniff-see just to make sure that things are okay. And so now it's become a long-standing game that people on the stream will mention something about me smelling, and I'll do a double check just in case. So it's become a whole thing. Let's play some more fucking music. Now that I played the yelly, screamy stuff, sorry, Marco, let's come back around and let's play something a little more in this vein. Now, one of the bands, you guys might have seen, I was wearing their shirt a couple weeks ago, one of the bands that we can't have a playlist with this type of music without mentioning, is Intervals. And now Intervals really does kind of revolve around the lead guitarist Aaron. When they tour, they obviously tour as a full band, but in general, this is about Aaron writing crazy music and beautiful guitar solos and really expressive music. Now, they put out, or he put out a new album at the end of 2020, and I haven't actually shared any of the music with it for you, but I really, really, really love some of the older albums, and I normally play those for you. So this time around, I'm going to play something off this album from the end of 2020 because it didn't get enough attention the first time around. And in November and December, I actually really didn't do a year-end roundup like I normally do, or best albums of 2020. So I'm going to share this with you. Intervals are basically right up there with Plini. They are so well known as like prog and gent, and especially as really beautiful, kind of expressive and bright guitar solos. So they're a perfect fit for what we're doing here tonight. My name is Crimsonclad. We've got lots of time. We're starting to play a little bit more music. I'm mostly cramming pizza in my mouth, and we're making fun of me, and we're listening to great music together. So I'm going to play this track. It's called Lock and Key. It is the newest music by Intervals. This is Full Force Radio. And then I will get back to drawing, and we can chitty chat a little bit more. I wanted to talk to you guys about harebrained home improvement ideas, because the more I'm stuck at home, the more I think of things that I want to change and redo, and I'm slowly powering through all these things, and so I have this bad idea for tomorrow, and I want to hear what you guys think. Here you go. It's some Intervals. My name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio on MSP Waves. right, there you go. A little bit of intervals. Hey, my name is Crimsonclad. This is Full Force Radio. We're doing all sorts of prog and gent and bright and upbeat music tonight, and it's very creative in here tonight. So listen, we are not quite 1 hour left in the show. We got about 45 minutes left in the show. And so tonight we've been having a lot of fun. And in chat, people are sharing some of the creative stuff they're doing. Viking Adventure has recently gotten into like doing cool expansions of art on magic cards, which is really neat. He's got some examples in chat. If you're creating, I know many of our artistic talented friends are, you can post them in chat. Show me what you're working on. I'd love to know. So I have a couple questions, because one is I was talking with my coworkers today, and I was trying to figure out if we were laughing a little bit because we were like, these darn headphones. I keep forgetting that if I touch the earpiece, I can make them go. So this makes me look like a cool professional streamer because I've got, you know, these magic headphones that I just tap and the music starts and then I look like a badass. But mostly it's annoying because I touch my hair a lot and I end up starting music when I don't mean to. So here's the deal. We're all stuck at home. We're all looking at our houses and we're all, well, not everybody, but we're all thinking about what can we do to make them better? What can we possibly, hey, swoopers, I don't know, you're back to being butters, so that's good. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get some of these people in and show them a better way. But let's come back to my thoughts here. So one of the things is we're all sitting in our house, we're looking at what it looks like, and we're like, man, this could be better. If I have to be here all the time, I want to improve it. And so for me, certainly, I am very much like a, I am a do-it-yourselfer. Not only do I, there's a couple reasons that I learn these things. A, I love having the skills. I love learning new skills. I like doing things myself. I enjoy power tools. I like having full control over doing things in my house. But I realized, you know, where would we go to check? And this is maybe a very LP Faust thing. Where would we go to check to see if there is like an increase in insurance claims or hospitalizations for people trying to do like do-it-yourself fixes around their house? Because clearly everybody's stuck at home and they're like, oh, I'll just paint this or I'll, you know, build a new that or whatever. And the reason it comes up is because I'm thinking about it. I have a cockamamie idea. LP Faust, he's going, huh? Yeah, because he's not listening. That's okay, I don't mind. No, I was just saying, how do we find out if there is an increase in home renovation related injuries, mutilations, or insurance claims? Because everybody's at home and they're thinking about being stuck at home and they're constantly wanting to like fix their shit, or they have this cockamamie do-it-yourself, I'll just fix that dripping tap, and you know, 20 minutes later 4 units in their apartment building are flooded. So yeah, Viking Adventure, I put up a wall and made a bench. See, it came up for me because I have this cockamamie idea. I just realized that I have an attic. I've never had an attic before, and I was looking at the plans. Don't at me. I was looking at the plans for my place, and do you have an occupational health and safety department for your state? I don't know, but is that occupational? This is not job stuff. This is just people around the house taking on things that you can't. Yeah, a lot of renos these days. Because you know what I mean? You're sitting at home and you're just kind of going, I fucking hate that mark on the wall. I don't want to look at this mark on the wall. I'm going to fix it. God damn it, I'm going to fix it. And of course, inevitably, you don't fix it. You destroy it. You ruin everything. But I'm a crazy person, and I like learning these skills. I'm also very cheap. So I had this weird idea that I have an attic. Huh. Okay, what's in the attic? Nothing. What can I do with the attic? The attic gives me access to all of my ceilings. I'm going to make new ceiling lights. I'm going to put lights where there aren't any lights. I'm going to have a whole fucking time. And so I had this brilliant idea that I am going to climb up into my attic. First of all, I have to make sure I don't fall through the ceiling. How hard can that be? I don't know. I'm a fat, clumsy girl. That ought to be interesting. I'm going to climb around in the attic, and I'm going to find a place that I could, you know, join an existing circuit and then and then create some new lights. So I had this wild idea that, you know what? Fuck it. Earlier this year, I made these beautiful custom wood tops for my nightstands, and I'm staining them to match my wood floors, and, you know, it's amazing. I'm so excited for it. But now I made these beautiful solid wood tops, and I'm like, I don't want to put anything on these. God damn it. So this cockamamie idea is I'm going to go up into the attic and I'm going to punch holes until I figure out where I can put a light fixture. And then I'm going to wire up a light fixture and I'm going to try not to die. You need a man to do these things. No, JJ, you have not met me yet. It's not that I don't have or don't need one. It's that I want to do it. And I love to do it. I love home renovations. I love power tools. I love building things. And so I'm a crazy person and I do everything in my house because it's a learning experience and also it comes out exactly the way I want, which is really fucking anal. Don't touch it. Don't wreck it. I have a vision. It needs to look like that. If you fuck it up, I'll hate you forever. So it's got to be me. So my goal is I'm going to climb around in the attic. I do not recommend electricity work without prior knowledge. Every single light fixture and circuit in all of my places that I've bought, I've done myself. And yes, gentle reminder, I'm here on the internet. There are no real girls on the internet. Just remember, no real girls whatsoever. My name is actually Tommy. And that I am catfishing you consistently week to week. But no, seriously, I've wired up pretty much everything in my kitchen. I've installed everything in my old place. I did all the light fixtures and changes. In this place, I haven't done anything too excessively electrical. I've changed over all of the fixtures. I installed a new outlet in my kitchen and created a new circuit in my kitchen. But that's it. So I have this crazy idea. I'm going to climb up into the attic. I'm not going to fall down and die. I'm not going to crash through my own ceiling. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is I'm going to create 2 pendant lamps hanging on either side of my bed, which is either going to be amazing looking or really, really ugly, and there'll be no turning back. This is what pandemics do to people. So I'm curious to know if you are a home renovator or if you are a home DIYer. And if you have you ever had an incredibly amazing fail? I really want to know. Should you be getting sponsorship? Yes! Yes, I should. God damn it, LP. Yes, I should. And I mean, I've shared some of the sort of reno stuff in here before. Like I redid my bathroom upstairs. Oh, there's one. I actually changed in that bathroom. I actually took out the light fixture entirely and I put in a mirror. I actually hardwired a mirror into the wall that has lighting like as part of the mirror, as the frame. It's lit up. It's really fucking cool. So there you go. But so I've been working on my hallway. And so all these crazy ideas are coming up because I literally have nothing else to do. And the only place I've seen these images are in like magazines. I've never seen a real person do this. So is it a good idea or is it a bad idea? I'm honestly not 100% sure because I see them in these like magazine photos and I'm like, that looks fucking badass. That looks so great. And then I'm like, I've never seen one single real house. Oops, sorry guys. I've never seen like a real house that has pendants like this. So, so it's entirely possible that I'm going to think this is a great idea. I'm going to cut holes in my ceiling. I'm going to run the wiring and then I'm going to be like, oh, now this is bad. And then I'm going to have holes in my ceiling and that'll be the end of it. So we'll see. You've been watching too much Homes on Homes. That's like an old reference. That's a boomer reference. That's like a boomer Reno reference. And doesn't he fix people who have fucked up? I haven't fucked up yet. So this is the other thing. Here's another brilliant idea that's going to go horribly wrong. In my new place, or in this house that I'm in now, I built this new desk, and I'll show it to you guys one day. I built this beautiful live edge desk. All of my wiring for my studio setup is hung on the wall. My big monitor is hung on the wall. You know, all my wiring is routed carefully. You can't see any of it under my desk. Bob Vila, that is also extra fucking boomer. Holy shit. But so I came up with this other idea because here's my hallway and bathroom before I did any of the reno. Let's see if I can drop this in here. So the lady that had this place before me, she painted this whole thing, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, because I think, JJ, you're gonna get fucked, because I don't think the Discord picture is gonna show up. I'm sorry. Get someone from Fiverr to do it. Absolutely not. So she painted this whole place dark, dark gray. It's awful. It's horrible. And so I have been painting it bright white and bright teal and all these crazy colors, and I'm installing new things. But I'm looking at it, and, I'm like, and I'm going to change all the light fixtures and everything. And I thought, well, Jesus Christ, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the banisters and the railings. And so this is my other cockamamie idea. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. Probably everything. But I am going to learn how to install glass railings. I'm going to change those fucking white spindles to glass. And so I was thinking about this last night while I was laying in bed. And I was like, let's think of all the things that could go wrong. Lugging around giant tempered glass sheets bigger than me. What could possibly go wrong? Especially when I'm putting them in a place that has no safety railings, because I'm going to have to remove all the safety railings. And they'll be, a story up. And I'm going to have to rip out all of the safety stuff. What could possibly go wrong? I'm very excited. This plant looks sad. What are you talking about? This plant is beautiful. It's super healthy. You're wild. It's like 8 feet tall, dude. Glass? Darsko's like, what? So I actually have finished it all up. The rest of the painting is done. All of the patching is done. I have to put in molding still. But I'm going to rip out all of those railings, and I'm going to install them myself. And I anticipate that this could potentially go very wrong. Fine, you guys think my plant is sad. It's beautiful. It's such a healthy plant. What are you talking about? Look at it. What's wrong with you assholes? Have you guys ever grown this is a Dracaena. That's exactly what they're supposed to look like. Look at it. It's so perky. It's not wilting. The leaves are like 2 feet long. That's literally exactly what it's supposed to look like. It puts out leaves from the top and they fountain over like an umbrella. You're a fucking troll. Fuck you. Poor JJ's over on Theta being like, what's happening? Everyone else who came here for metal is like, what the fuck is she talking about? It's a beautiful plant. Fuck you. But so anyways, this whole hallway was this dark black gray. It's still got the boob lights. Those are coming out. But I'm like, look at these fucking spindles. I'm going to rip these out. I'm going to install a new railing. And I think it's probably going to go really bad. So I want to know if you guys have done any home reno projects that have not gone the way you wanted, or conversely, have gone amazingly and are awesome and fabulous and you love them. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. I love that plant. He's beautiful. He doesn't have a name either. If you guys want to name my Dracaena, we can name my Dracaena. Angus McFicus is in my bedroom and he's doing great. So fuck you. Anyways, that's my goal. Is I'm going to drill some holes in my ceiling and I'm going to remove all of my railings. What could go wrong? COVID. I mean, they're going to find my mutilated body trapped under plate glass after COVID is done. Oh, gosh. All right. So let's continue. Let's play some more music. Name it Droopy. No, Droopy's not a good name. Pick a better name. I'm not naming my plant Droopy, even if he is a little droopy. And you know what? Your balls are droopy and Breeze puts up with you. So get your shit together, sir. All right. Let's continue and actually play some music while I still have you guys. Now, I was going to play some Caligula's Horse. It's been a while since I played Caligula's Horse, but I realized that track is 15 minutes long and it will use up almost half of the time that I have left with you guys, which is tragic. So we're going to try and grab some tracks that aren't super long. I had some Unrequited. I had some Caligula's Horse. They're all like 8, 10, 15-minute tracks. Not a good fit for how much time we have left. So I am going to try and find a track that encapsulates everything that's happened today. And I'm going to play something by a group called Arch Echo. And they are doing kind of fun, modern, bright prog. They're very energetic and upbeat. They've got a little bit of kind of synthiness to a lot of their work. And I'm going to play you a brand new track called To the Moon, because... oh, we triggered Ron. We triggered him. Your balls are perky and energetic. You know what? I don't believe you. So, sorry about it, sir. Now, here's the deal. I am going to... Please don't send each other balls. This happens a lot. JJ, this is... Anybody who's watching off of the Discord right now, this is a safe thing for you because genitalia does, in fact, often get sent around during my show. You'd think that was a great thing, but it's not. Don't get balls. All right, let's play some music. I'm gonna play this track by Arch Echo. And like I said, I mean, given what's going on with Dogecoin and everything that's being pumped in the market right now, this track is called To the Moon. Am I talking about Dogecoin or am I talking about Ron, bang, zoom to the moon, Ron? I don't know. Could be anything. It's open for interpretation. That's the beauty of Full Force Radio. fucking time. There we go. Oh, LP's throwing my music under the bus as per usual. But hey, I love this stuff. It's really upbeat. It's perky. It's energetic. It's something totally different. So I know. I do not fucking like Richard Cheese, and I put up with it every week. So, you know, it is what it is. But if that's the soundtrack that's going on in your 70s porn, I'm so here for it. And I too would like to see this porn because it sounds like a good fucking time. Now, fuck you. My plants are super healthy. This makes me laugh because I'm sitting here. That's a beautiful calathea that is incredibly healthy. Here on my desk, I keep several specimens of silverleaf and peperomia. Both of them are ridiculously healthy and beautiful. I don't know why I'm justifying myself to you, but I'm going to. Mostly because it gives me a chance to show off my plants. I have an incredibly gorgeous Crinkle Hoya here on my desktop. Look at this. Look at how beautiful she is. Oh my god. All of my plants are so fucking happy. Just out of the shot that you can't see over here, I've got a ZZ plant, a ZZ plant. I've got an Areca fern, or an Areca palm, pardon me, that's almost as tall as I am. Like, god damn it! Don't come for my plants. I'm fucking triggered. I'm insanely triggered. I have a snake plant. I have a crinkle. I have a crunchy fern. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so beautiful. Look at him. He's not droopy. My plants aren't droopy. Look at how many plants I have in this. I guess that's Canadian happy. It's true. Canadian happy is different. We just put up with, don't come for my plants. I want to like touch them. Long story short is there's a lot of plants. I will get the palm. If you guys keep fucking pushing me, I will go get the palm. What is it when a person has Munchausen but with plants? I have to keep my plants just slightly like dead so they can't leave me. Plantchausen. It's Plantchausen. It's Plantchausen by proxy. That's exactly it. Oh my god. That is the name of tonight's show. It's going to be #Prague and Plantchausen by proxy. That is fantastic. I could play Poison Ivy. That came up in last show too. Great minds think alike. Okay, so #Plantchausen. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna name the show that. And I'll go get the palm. Just because, again, you guys are questioning me, and I'm like the nurse in Misery. I have to, like, snap their stems so they don't grow too tall. Is that what you're saying? You guys are assholes. Oh my god. I'm quite upset, actually. So here's my palm, because nobody believes that I have healthy plants in my room. Here's my palm. Okay? So, like, listen. I'm in the jungle, bitches. I have a lot of plants in my house. I like plants. I don't have children. Children are stupid. I have plants. So, anyways, excuse me, sir. Alright, let's try and fit some more music into this show now that you guys have broke my brain, apparently. I showed you my bush. Answer me. Okay, so, boy. In fact, I found a dead palm that somebody had thrown on the side of the road, and I'm bringing it back to life. Look at this. Because I'm that crazy. I picked up, like, the equivalent of roadkill. So this was completely dead, and it was nothing but brown stalks. And now, look at all this. This is all new, and they're going to open into new palm fronds. All of these green are new. So fuck you. I love plants and plants love me. All right, so now that I've driven off literally every single viewer, every listener, and everybody that came here for metal thinks I am a complete insane person now. I am a redheaded, brown-thumbed Kathy Bates. She's big. I feel like this is offensive. I think I'm sad. All right, so I'm gonna keep moving. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh god, that leg bending every time. Let's play some more music while we still have time. I am going to play, because I can't do the Caligula's Horse or the Unrequited because they're longer. I'm gonna play a track that fits right in here. A perfect track that I am putting in here. Do with it what you will. I'm gonna play you a track by a group called the Moron Police. But they're actually out of Norway. It's Norwegian kind of pop, rock, progressive, and they're a good fit with tonight's show. So unlike some of these sort of post-black or some of the earlier tracks in the night, this is a little bit more upbeat and bright again. And then I'm going to try and see how much I can fit in, and if we can end on kind of a more kind of punchy note. But we'll see. I'm going to play you this Moron Police track because it fits all of you. Oh, I don't know what's happening. You guys are jerks. Let's just play this fucking music. I'm gonna play a track called Beware the Blue Skies. My name is Crimsonclad. Full Verse Radio isn't over yet. I'm so tempted to just go and get that other plant and then have it in this room with me, but it's in a pot so heavy that I can't actually move it. So you're lucky, or otherwise me and that cane would be having this show. We'd be co-hosting it together. Planchhausen.
Provide a little service, hey, that's all. We're the ambassadors of peace and kindness, with you warlords dealing death and violence in a cabaret. We're good friends with the USA.
relationship music, folks. I love triggering LP. Oh my god, it gets easier every week. Alright. Hey, Clay, welcome. I just played a song about how I'm literally going to explode all of you with a drone strike. That's it. That's all. Alright, we're gonna come back around. But yeah, it's good fun. And like Mr. D, the 80s lasted till like the 2000s at least. Fair enough, my man. All right, so we are going to, it's not even the weirdest episode. I mean, I haven't even played Killed to Death by Bugs again, which I kind of want to do, but it doesn't fit. So yeah, we've been having a good time. I've been screaming about plants. Things went a little sideways. We had this plan that we were going to play some prog, and we were playing, when we started the show, we were playing like really sort of genty, blast beaty, syncopated, cool shit. And it is not to 7 cents, is it? Oh my gosh, did I sell out way too early? I did. Holy crap. I did. I sold my Doge at 3.5 cents. It felt good, and pocketed $750 profit. So that's cool. In the 2 hours since I did that, I could have just pocketed a second $750 if I had held 2 hours longer, but that's okay. Yeah, everybody's gonna save my dying plants because all of my plants are dead. And you know what? Here, this is crypto. Can we listen? We're gonna play some more music before this is over, but this is crypto. How greedy, how fucking greedy have we gotten where it's not good enough that I did, you know, a 3.5 times profit on, you know, $100 that I left on each exchange specifically for trading Doge, just trading it in and out, buying it and selling it and just pocketing, skimming a little off the top every time. Today I sold and I pocketed 3.5 times on 3 sets of $100, $750. I felt pretty fucking good about it. That's great. And now, because I sold in like 2 hours, it doubled again. But that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck Doge. Fuck everything. You morons. I'm gonna hit you with can you sell some Hive? Yeah, right? Alright. So here's the deal. Let's swing back around, and I am gonna actually play some slightly more kind of back on track kind of although I do have one track towards the end of the show that I was thinking of playing some Ola Egeland, and he has a song called Stars and Ponies, and it's somewhere between like really synthy power metal and like, and I thought maybe about playing it, but we'll see. I don't know. I really do want to play some Unrequited because it will trigger LP in the other way, but we don't have the time for it. So let's come back to the playlist and let's just see what else I can put in your ears here. I was thinking I'm going to play you a track by Andy James. Now, he is a solo artist and he's actually out of Britain. So I've played you guitar virtuosos from all around. I am. We're so greedy now. We're so fucking greedy. It's wild. It's wild. I should be stoked. $750 US in my pocket. You know, no questions asked. I should be so stoked. And now I'm like, oh, could have done better. This is how you get wrecked, kids. This is how you get fucking shreked. Not just wrecked, shreked. But that's fine. So, let us continue with the last little bit we have. Like I said, I'm going to play you guys some Andy James. He does a ton of really fast picking, really fast frets. And he's a member of a band called Sacred Mother Tongue, who I've actually played for you before. And they do some kind of good heavy, good heavy sort of prog gent kind of stuff. But he does work on his own. And he actually, right now, is making a lot of money teaching people guitar during the whole COVID nonsense. So, I'm going to play you a track by him called In the Fading Light. It's off an album called Psychic Transfusion. Yeah, it's like a grand in Australia. Feels good, man. Feels good. But like I said, my absolute fucking greedy bitch self is like, should have kept it, should have sold higher, I wanted to ride this wave right to the top, cash out, and then buy back in. But I don't trade and I'm not good at it. So getting Shrek'd myself. And it's fine. Profit is good. Take your profit. Be a happy person. But yeah, now you watch. What's going to happen is instead of everybody being like, this is why stocks are bad, they're going to be like, crypto's a scam. That's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to learn anything. It's like, that's what's going to happen. They're going to yell that crypto's a scam. That's it. That's all. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to play this track for you guys. And then I have one more fun, stupid comment to throw out there to you guys. And we'll kind of come back around and we'll round it off. So hello to you if you're just joining. Goodbye to you and fuck off if you're just leaving. I'm surrounded by plants. Who needs friends? Let me play you guys some metal. All right, In the Fading Light by Andy James. My name is Crimsonclad and this is Full Force Radio. Yes! There you go. Fuck yeah. Some Andy James, some good shit. We are coming up to the end of the show. I've got time for one more track and I'm going to try and fit it in, but I have officially named tonight's show. It is a gooder. Let's just quickly, I had to gently alter it a little bit to get it to fit. So here you go. Enjoy. It is indeed, Full Force Radio, episode 139, Electrocution, Suffocation, Crushed, Home Decor, and Planchausen by proxy. We're making Planchausen happen. We are literally making Planchausen happen. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Also, I'm loving all these little dancing fucking, like, I don't know, I feel like this is a TikTok video. Isn't this what everybody does now? Is... Thank you, Breeze. I also have an incredibly round head. I don't have balls, though. So, I mean, I would understand if you chose him based solely on that merit. I would. I truly would. But saggy balls or not, we have time for one more track. I gotta try and fit it in. I got 7 minutes and a couple tracks left. You know what? We are straight up going to play Sithu I. I'm going to play you a track called Primary Ignition because motherfucking crypto to the moon. Let's just do it. I'm going to fit this one track in so I can come back and say goodbye to you. It's Full Force Radio. there we go, my friends. Sit there to close it out tonight, and I still have just enough time to say goodbye. My friends, it's been a show. It's been a fucking show. Given that I didn't tell anybody that I was on air and y'all just wandered in here, thank you for spending it with me tonight. I don't know what's happening. You know, I have a question. Is there a chance there's a Twitch IRC channel and this is just like a main Twitch IRC channel? Is that possible? Is IRC still a thing? I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm closing that chat down. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I recognize it was different than normal. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Breeze is getting her passport. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. There's so much exciting stuff for you, and I'm just always glad to see you pop up because I always want to know that you're safe and well. Listen, love all of you guys. I will meet you here next week for another show. It was a little different. It was a little fun. I'm glad to hear that real boobs make you all so happy because some of us have them, and not good ones. The music was gentle. It's fine. Anyways, don't worry about it. I'll be here next week and we will go back to the mixed bag with new music and all of that good stuff. And I'm coming up to the end of the show. So I will see you on Saturday for Cyberbuzz. But otherwise, mwah, thanks for hanging. I'm very excited. I will put this playlist live and I will attempt to fix the YouTube video. But, you know, see you later. Bye.